What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? What's happening out there? What's going on with y'all? What's up? What's up? Andrew, what's good? Weave Jerry, what is happening? Morris, what's up with you? K Lil Plays, what's up? And Angelina, when it gonna start? Do you even have to ask that question? It's gonna start when it's gonna start, okay? That's when it's gonna start, when it start. And it sounds to me like it just started. What's up with you? What's up, what's up, what's up? Let me get myself situated. I had a couple things I was doing right before I got up here. You feel me? What up, 704 Bound? What up, Christian? What up, Nick? What's up, what's up? Hey, this week, we got a big one. This week, we got... I'm gonna be real with you. This week, we have our second real game of the year. We got our second real game of the year, okay? What up, Panthers Rule 95? What up, the Don? What up, Bedbug Killer? Panthers 42-10? Perhaps. Okay, perhaps. That could happen. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think this is one of the realest games we're gonna have this season. This is actually a very strong Bears team. A Bears team that going to this season, my only thought process was kind of like last year when we had the Titans game. I said if we go against Mariota, it's gonna be real easy. If we go against Ryan Tannehill, I was saying Ryan Tannehill is actually a very good quarterback, and it could go either way. I think I was real split on that game. I think I said we would lose that game in the preseason, but seeing how we were doing last year, I thought maybe we might have a chance in that game. But this one right here, I always thought was going to be dependent on whether or not Mitch Trubisky could keep his job for 6 weeks, and that was a hard one. Last year, I wasn't sure if Mariota would keep his job because he would get hurt or if they would pull him. I thought Mariota would get hurt. I think that was like a week 9 or 10 game last year, so he had a real solid shot at actually getting hurt before he even got a chance to play us. But this year, with the Bears, I always was thinking, look, if Mitch can last 6 weeks, then this is going to be an easier game for us. But let's be real, Nick Foles is a pretty solid quarterback. Nick Foles is actually a very solid quarterback. And we have a lot of pretty big... they're not pretty big. Look, let's be real. They're not pretty big. They are huge injuries. Hold on, I'm on the wrong screen. They are huge injuries. That half inch of space makes a whole lot of difference. But we have some big injuries. Not just because the dudes who are this big. They are big injuries. And I want to start there. I think that's the most important thing to start with is that right there. And it's a problem, right? It is a huge problem. Now let me make sure. Whoa, virtual cameras. I think that's how I connect my phone. But we'll get to that later. Alright, boom. Right here. You can see this is the official injury report for both the Panthers and the Bears. We'll go over both of them, but the Bears don't have very many. I mean, Deion Bush is out, but I think that was already, that was never a question for the longest time. He was going to be out no matter what. But for the Panthers, we have some pretty big problems. Like someone just said, like the Don just said, look, Brian Burns had a concussion. See, this is the problem I've had with the reporting of things. In the game, when it first happened, it looked like a concussion. And then we were hearing word during the game that it wasn't a concussion. It was a concussion scare and that he didn't get a concussion. And then we heard from Brian Burns' brother that it wasn't a concussion. But the official word from the Panthers is injury, concussion, and he did not play Wednesday. He had limited practice on Thursday. Look, when a concussion happens in the NFL, they take it real serious, right? If it was officially not a concussion in the game, then the team would not put concussion under the injury report. He would just be out with a head injury. It wouldn't say concussion because the NFL takes it very seriously. They take it very seriously what you say are injuries and what you describe things as in your injury report. And with concussions, with them being so serious about concussions nowadays, it wasn't like this like 4 years ago. But you can't fake a concussion protocol if he never had a concussion, and if officially they have third-party doctors on the sidelines in every single game to determine whether guys have concussions or not. If they officially said he does not have a concussion on the sideline, we wouldn't be seeing this concussion protocol happening for practice. I think Brian Burns actually had a concussion. I don't care what they said on the telecast. I don't care what his brother tweeted out. What do I care about what his brother tweeted out? Okay, look, if I'm a football player, I am lying through my teeth about a concussion. Okay, I'm gonna tell my brother. No, it wasn't concussion, bro. It was all. Hey, tweet this out real quick for me. Tell him it wasn't. Why would I? You should never believe me if I'm an athlete. Okay, especially if something like a concussion's happening. Look, the Panthers could not get away with putting a concussion designation on Brian Burns if it did not happen in the game. He probably got a concussion, but I do think he'll still play. I do think Brian Burns will still play. What up, Monty? What's good with you? I smell interceptions. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I think Brian Burns will play. YGM, as we know, is going to be out for at least 3 weeks. Hey, yo, what's up with this high ankle sprain? I'm telling you right now, bro. Look, if it ain't COVID-19 making teams just not be able to practice, not even show up to their locker rooms. You know, people keep they keep their personal things in the lockers. They might be out. They might be without like one of their phone chargers for a little bit. You feel me? That's like a $10. Hey, you got to come back up on that. You might not have some of your things if you can't get into the locker room or at least the facility in general. So, you know, you might miss a few days of workouts. That could be the difference between, you know, you strong arming the ball in a game or not. You feel me? But I mean, several teams every single week are locked out of their facility for COVID reasons. But if it's not teams getting locked out of the facilities for health reasons, then it's COVID just not giving us a real training camp, not giving us any kind of preseason, and teams and guys having to go into the regular season not really ramped up and in full football shape. And you see these small injuries. Like, it's not like guys are like breaking their arms. Well, look, okay. We saw KK hurt himself, got a shoulder injury. That's going to be the end of his season. But we're not seeing a bunch of dudes. Actually, you know what? Dak did crack his whole ankle in half. But we're not seeing a bunch of these dudes getting, you know, torn ACLs or these very serious, huge injuries. We have 3 dudes who have high ankle sprains. 3 dudes in 3 different positions who have high ankle sprains. And they've all gone to the IR. They're going to be out for at least 3 weeks. High ankle sprains usually by this point we're all like dedicated. We all passed the medical exam to know how long it takes for a high ankle sprain to get recovered and rehab. It's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks. You just on the sideline, you're at your house just diagnosing it. Oh, he turned his ankle. That looks like a 4 to 6 weeker right there. I've seen this before, Doc. I've seen this before, Dr. Johnson. This is one of those ones. So YGM is out officially 3 weeks, but it may be a full month and a half. You ever gonna go to a home game this year? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably not. Okay. Let me look at the schedule real quick. Let me see the schedule. Maybe later on, but what games do I actually care about? I don't really know about going to the games right now. They're not that expensive. Not that expensive. They're not like all that bad, but I don't know how I feel about going to the stadium right now. I gotta see how things work out. You feel me? I gotta see how things work out. The Falcons game is that's in 2 weeks. That's not gonna happen. The Bucks, Lions, don't care about the Lions game that much. Broncos, you're not going to catch me there. And then the last game of the season is the Saints. That one's going to be packed. Probably have to buy tickets like immediately for that game. The Bucks game on the 15th of November, if I did, it would be the Bucks game or the Saints. Yeah, it could only be the Bucks or the Saints game. But the thing about the Saints game is I'm not 100% sure. Look, it's only October 16th right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not 100% convinced right now that we get through all 17 weeks of the NFL year. we're on good pace to get it done. We see some teams sacrificing their bye weeks. Luckily for us, we have a week 13 bye, so it's gonna be kind of hard for us to lose our bye week as it's going right now. But we have teams. Who is it? There's a team so far that hasn't played a game in 25 days, or by the time they play their game on Sunday, it will have been 25 days since they played an NFL game, which is crazy to me. But we'll see how things work out. If Curtis is hurt, who will be our backup RD? You mean running back? What do you mean? RD what? Our backup. No, you didn't type anything else. I'm assuming Trenton Cannon though, if you're talking about that. But also, oh boy, we just signed to the practice squad. Might be a guy we pick back up to the actual roster. Now we did. Who was it? We did just pull. Who did we pull up from the practice squad just earlier today? We pulled up one of our receivers. It wasn't Seth Roberts. It was who was it? We pulled up one of our receivers just earlier today. Who was it? I know y'all know. Talk to me. Well, yeah, Rodney Smith. He's a running back. He's a running back. We just signed to the practice squad. Yeah, Rodney Smith will be the guy that we go to most likely. Yeah, Keith Kirkwood. He's the one that we pulled up from the practice squad. And there is still one more spot left. To see what's going on. Obviously, we might use that spot for a lineman because look, Tyler Larson, he's not really played that much. Tyler Larson, I think, had a total of 5 snaps on offense, and he's mostly played special teams. So we're not gonna see Tyler Larson all that much. Chris Reed, okay, we can see a little something about that, but as far as what I'm looking for with O-line, we might have some problems because as of right now, we don't know if Matt Paradis goes down, then it's Tyler Larson, then it's Chris Reed, and past that, I'm not sure what we're looking at. I'm not sure what we're looking at for real. What's up? Instead of Kirkwood, yeah, I like Brandon Zylstra. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think for big body plays, we might be straight. Although, keep it real with you, I'm not sure what exactly Seth Roberts' role was. I couldn't tell you exactly what Seth Roberts did. Like, what was his specific role? He was just like a slot guy who I remember him sometimes running corner routes. I don't know if I never really saw Seth Roberts running slants. I don't really know what exactly his role was, what his best routes were. So I feel like whoever we do bring up, whether it was Brandon Zylstra or if it's Keith Kirkwood, I don't know exactly what kind of looks they're getting. At best, they're going to be our 5th most targeted kind of guy. I mean, I don't know what we're looking at here, but that all depends on Curtis Samuel. Now, if Curtis Samuel is actually out, then I think it's more important what Keith Kirkwood's skills are, what his skill set is compared to Brandon Zylstra, right? Practice squad? What do you mean? Who's he? So thankful Brian Burns is healthy. He's playing. Brian Burns is playing. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I know he's good. I know Brandon Zylstra is good, but I'm saying what for the scheme we're running, who would be best fit to replace Curtis Samuel if Curtis Samuel's not in? Okay, my sister's dog is going crazy. My sister's here for right now, and her dog's here. Bye, Rosie. And she's worse than Claire. She'll keep walking in and out. Claire might walk in and leave once or twice, but Rosie will keep coming in and out. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long she's staying. But it's all good though. What you think about Tyre Whitehead? I have a video on my YouTube channel. There's a full video talking about my thoughts on Tyre Whitehead with one of the more clever puns with his name you're ever gonna see on the platform. I highly, and I do mean highly, recommend that content for your viewing pleasure to get my full thoughts on what I believe in Tyre Whitehead, his place on the team, his play so far on the field, who can possibly approximate the kind of production we're getting out of him, or if we can or have someone on the roster right now who can approximate what he brings to the table, or if there's anyone in free agency at this moment who we can pick up to replace him at this very moment. I go pretty deep into all that. Actually, I go decently deep into all that. There were 3 dudes who are probably the best fit, but they're all horrible. They're actually all horrible, and that's how it is right now. Look, the free agent market is not good for middle linebackers right now. This man is big for no reason. Yeah, he is big for no reason. That's how I felt about what's his name? Never mind. That's a basketball reference. Someone asked me about Clay Matthews. Look, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not what I want. That's not. It doesn't really look. Clay Matthews. It wouldn't be worth it. Okay, he'd actually probably cost a little bit more than Tyre Whitehead. Maybe not. I'd rather just go through with JC. I'd rather just move someone else than pick up Clay Matthews. Nah. Yeah, Omar Bayless can come back. It was kind of weird. He's on the IR for our team, but it's a weird designation. But he is actually still on the team. I thought we cold cut him. It was made very unclear about what exactly the specific designation was for Omar Bayless. They never actually talked about it all that deep. But as far as I know, he is still actually on the team. He's on IR though. He can't come back. So we kept him on the roster, but he can't come back this year. So he's still, but he can't be picked up. See, I don't know. See, when I looked at the roster, the depth chart, and there's a site you can look at to see a team's roster, their extended roster, like their actives, their inactives, their practice squad, and their IR listings. It's a little bit weird. But if he's like how we had a couple guys, but you know how when guys go on IR before the season starts, their season's just done, like before the year even starts. I thought maybe since we have different like levels of IR, since we have COVID, maybe Omar could come back. See, I don't know. There's like 3 different designations for IR now, and we have it even shorter. We have even more players who can go to it, even more protections on the practice squad. I'll be honest with you. I'll be real with you. I do not know the exact designation for Omar's injury. But if he like actually cannot come back, then that's just what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's mad confusing. It's just mad confusing. But there could have been an article that said that he can't come back. I just missed it. He can come back? Why 8 weeks though? Is it 8 weeks? Because the IR this year is only 3. Is there a different designation for him or not? Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like I've seen and heard different things about how IR works. You feel me? Like a suspension, so it's a different kind of thing. Put Chris Orr in. We could bring back some of the linebackers we cut before the season, like Jordan Kunashek. I actually want to know about that. Is he on a roster? Oh, he is. Okay, that's right. Wait, I actually did not know that Rivera picked him up. When did he get signed? The 28th of September? So like 2 weeks ago? He got signed 2 weeks ago? So why Right after week 3? That's crazy. Wait, so has he played? I'm gonna look at this real quick. Has he played at all for the Washington football team? Linebackers. Kunishek? No. Okay, cool. I just want to see real quick if he played for them or not. But yeah, so I'm assuming he's on the practice squad. Then you probably could. Yeah, it's just really weird though. But would you want to use one of those? We only have one more active roster spot on the team right now since we did put Tyler Larson and YGM onto IR. So would you rather pick up Kunishek and put him in that last remaining spot after we have Keith Kirkwood in there? Or would you rather bring in an offensive lineman? Or maybe even a defensive tackle? Because we haven't even talked about KK yet. You feel me? Obviously, Zach Kerr's been playing good. Honestly, look, KK's the guys we have in there in for KK have been playing pretty solid without him. But it's a little bit different. Your mindset's a little bit different when you know you have KK who can come in. When you know that, okay, if I get tired, it's KK behind me, or you know, like we're gonna have this rotation here. I know where I'm coming in on this situation, and then KK's gonna come in this situation, and we know that if we need to stop on third down and it's a passing situation, then we have KK and we have DB beside each other, and the O-line has to make decisions. Your mindset's a little bit different when you know that you are the last line of defense. You're not getting off the field. Like, you're playing a lot more snaps, and it's your job to try to fill in that hole that KK left, even with his presence, even just with his what's it called? With his history behind him, you know, it's a little bit different. But yeah, they played well. They've not been bad. You know what? I'll say this: they've been more impressive than what I expected of them this season. And I think that's gone for literally... It's not even just them. That's the thing. It's not even just them. I think just about everyone on defense has played better than I expected. I can't even say, you know what, Bravian Roy has been better than expected. Or I can say, like, you know, Zach Kerr has played better than expected. I gotta say the whole defense. I mean, I can't single anyone out. I can't single who on the defense has played worse than I expected. Literally no. Actually, no. There's one player. Hey, there's one player who has played worse than I expected, and even then, I didn't expect, you know, all that much. But yeah, it is what it is. Made a play for the Bills. He was pretty all right. I guess. I mean, we weren't gonna keep him. We would have a 2024 7th rounder for him. Jesus Christ! I just read that. Good pickups: Zach Ertz, Quinnen Williams, and Quan Alexander. Yeah, the thing about Quinnen Williams is, what is he in his second year? So he has 2 more years on his contract. That's fine, but we'd have to trade Curtis Samuel and maybe another pick for him. It wouldn't be that much. But I don't know about Zach Ertz. Why would we pick up Zach Ertz? Why would we pick up? I don't think we're not. I mean, I feel like we have decent enough tight ends to where we can find them open. I know for a fact. And if you come through to the streams, like during the games, I know you being there, Monty, so I'm not gonna talk about you specifically. But I'm saying, like, if you come to the streams that we do when I do play-by-play during the games, I point out the plays where I see Ian Thomas wide open, and Teddy does not hit him. You feel me? Yeah, Jay Evans. In his at the combine, I think it was. It was weird because the video itself, it wasn't like an interview. He was like this. The video was like so close up on his face. It was like so close up. He said, "Bless you." "Bless you. Thank you." Like it was so weird. Like it was so quick. Like I feel like it wasn't even a joke. Like he had it planned or something like that. It was just like natural. He said, "The chew, bless you, thank you," and just kept moving, kept it pushing. That man was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was one of my favorite moments. one of my favorite moments. It was just it was weird. That was mad weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, but yeah, I would never even consider Zach Ertz. We don't like tight ends in our scheme. I want to see us actually throw to a tight end before we use, trade assets to pick up a tight end. You feel me? Now, picking up Zach Ertz would force us to go to the tight end because we used capital. We used trade and draft capital to pick him up. But I'd rather not be forced into it. I want to see what the offense include a tight end? I don't know. Quinn Williams is a good idea, but I wonder, how much more value does Curtis Samuel have? I'm gonna do a video on this after this week versus the Bears. I want to get through a third of the season because I had a video planned. I'll talk about it now. I had a video planned talking about how the Panthers need to trade Curtis Samuel, not because he's not good, not because he can't be a good part of the offense, not because he's not skilled and he doesn't bring anything to the table. It's just that we don't use him, right? And we can probably get, maybe a third and a fifth, or a third and a sixth, or maybe a third and a player, maybe a fourth, a sixth in a player, like a rotational kind of guy for Curtis Samuel to the right team. But then I thought about it. Because look, I don't think the team can afford to keep him. Look, I don't think the team can afford to play out this whole season and then pay Taylor Moton, and also have the money in the future to pay DJ Moore. And if you want to get deeper into it, we can go through to over the cap. I'm kind of getting off topic here, but and I will get back to this game against the Bears here in a second because we've only gotten as far as the injury report so far. But just to give you guys a little bit of a look at what we're seeing for our money and how strapped we are in the future. This is our 2021 free agents: Russell Okung, John Miller, okay, Seth Roberts, Eli Apple, Mike Davis, Tyre, no one cares, Tyler Larson, Curtis, Mike Schofield, Chris Reed, our kick and pass returner, kick and punt returner, Taylor Moton, obviously, our backup middle linebacker, but he's not really doing nothing, Rasul Douglas, F.A., Trenton, I don't know about Trenton Scott, this is the wrong Colin, but Joey Sly's also gone, and our only fullback ever. Bring back Mike Tolbert. But then in 2022, KK is going to be gone regardless. Robbie's going to be gone. Matt Paradis. Then DJ, we have to sign him in 2022. Stephen Weatherly is actually pretty decent. Our starting strong safety, which will probably upgrade this upcoming draft. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Dante is either going to have to be extended or replaced. Ian Thomas. So both our tight ends, Marquise Haynes, JC. We have a lot of dudes who may not all be, they're not going to all be top of the line, starter caliber, high-end, max contract type players. But we're going to have plenty of dudes who have to be replaced in the next 2 years, and that's going to cost money. I don't know if you can extend Curtis Samuel, DJ, and Taylor Moton at the same time. But the thing about Curtis is if you keep him for this year, you can see how far this offensive team can go. And at worst, we'll probably, once he gets paid in the offseason, we'll probably get a third round comp pick for him. It probably won't be fourth. I think if we get a fourth for him, a fourth comp pick, then it's bad. That's horrible. So we have to hope he gets paid big and we get a third round comp pick for him. The only difference in trading him now and letting him just have this whole season and ride through and let him walk is maybe 10 to 12 spots in the draft. You feel me? What up, GOB? He says tight end equals safety valve with TMC and CSAM. That's a lot of safety already. Hey, with the $5, I appreciate you supporting me, man. What's up with you, GOB? I agree, though. I agree. But wait, what do you mean, though? What do you mean? I see what you're saying. But you gotta do something, though. You gotta have a little bit of something. You gotta have something at tight end. And also, tight ends can be more than a safety valve. Greg Olsen. Look, we are the one team you can't say that to. We might be the one team in the whole NFL you can't say that to. Because for a minute, the tight end spot was not the safety valve. It was the emergency lock. It was the air brakes. It was the automatic steering. It was everything. You feel me? It was the whole ventilation system. It was the plumbing. It was the foundation. It was the whole the roofing, the piping, all that, bro. The tight end position was nothing short of the entire offense. It was quarterback, running back, tight end. Who are these dudes on the outside running around outside the numbers? I never heard of him. I don't know who this dude is. Why is he doing that? I'm gonna look at Greg Olsen, and Greg Olsen gonna do what Greg Olsen do. But you are right. Generally, you're right, and what we have right now, you'd be right. But I feel like this offense could. I mean, the offense looks good regardless. But if we had tight ends that we used, it'd be a little bit better. DJ has more trade value. I don't know. I feel like moving. I agree. But moving forward, I think DJ would be a better asset than Curtis Samuel, and that would work if we have to pay one of them, right? If we move one, we have to pay the other one, and they're both gonna go for about 14 mil a year. Like Curtis isn't gonna be cheap, because Curtis is gonna be an unrestricted free agent, so he's gonna be on the open market, and we're gonna have to bid to keep him, unless we pay him right now, which would be kind of bad to just extend him right now. At least with DJ, we have all of next year, and maybe the fifth year option goes on, and then we could be just horrible people and franchise him. But the way that that running or that receivers contracts are going, it's gonna be 14 mil plus for either one of them. 12 to 14 million is the minimum for Curtis, honestly, because teams understand his value. And for DJ, it's gonna be a little bit more. I don't know if getting rid of DJ is still worth keeping Curtis for that 12, up to 14. Yeah, exactly, Jay Evans. I'll call you Jordan. Change your name. I'm calling you Jordan. I thought you had a South Park character. Did you have PFP? Yeah. Get that Davis guy signed. I mean, in my video talking that I was talking about trading Curtis Samuel, I had a very I'm gonna give y'all how many are here actually right now. I might hit y'all with some woke shit, just so y'all just because y'all are here right now. If we have less than a certain amount, yes, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna let y'all know what the biggest premise of my video talking about trading Curtis Samuel was. Look, when we got Curtis Samuel in the draft, when we got him out of the Ohio State, what did we think about how he would be used in this offense? We saw a guy who played running back, but had really great wide receiver skills. Our thoughts about Curtis Samuel was put him in the slot, but also use him as a very reliable, very viable running back threat, or at least a running threat, whether it was out the backfield or coming in motion from out wide or in the slot. So you have a guy who's versatile and can do everything. What if you traded Curtis Samuel, and with that draft pick, you in this deep draft, you have a deep draft for wide receivers, what if with the pick you use with getting rid of Curtis Samuel, you get another big body receiver, and then you extend Mike Davis with the money you would be spending on Curtis, although Mike will probably only go for like 5 to probably 4 to 6 mil a year, right? As a low commodity running back who's very good, but probably doesn't have the highest stock, you might be able to extend him for like 4 to 6 million a year. You have Mike Davis as your primary running back, and then you turn Christian McCaffrey into what we thought Curtis Samuel could be at a much higher pitch level. You turn Christian McCaffrey into a slot receiver who you bring in pretty often and in different situations to be either the running back or you call set plays for him to get the ball out from out wide or from the slot, pre-snap motion. You line him up in different spots. You make it so there's a mismatch every single play. And you'll always know if they're playing man or zone, because if he's in motion, someone's going to either follow him or not, right? So you're always going to know every single play what's going to be happening. And putting C-Mac in the slot doesn't really diminish what he brings to the team, because he can hurt you any way you want to. He can run the ball from the slot, I mean, you have screens, flares, you have a lot of different things you can do with C-Mac, and Mike Davis is obviously a viable starter level running back. So you have both of them. They're not really fighting for reps in the backfield, and Mike Davis can also catch on the backfield. Have two, it's have them split. Have Teddy in the middle, one on each side of him, and you don't know where the ball's going. You don't know where the ball's going. So I feel like there's definitely some room to make moves in like that way. Curtis gets some love. Curtis gets. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, the peck. Oh, pecking order. I feel you. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Everyone is balling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a fringe number two or three. Uh, a fringe number two or number three. I think DJ's a solid two. I think at worst DJ is a solid number two. Yeah, he's definitely a solid number two for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't give it to DJ. We could get DJ for a 12 a year and a 4. No, he couldn't do that. No, we couldn't do that. Hey, bro, new to your channel. Love it. Watch our ideas now. Glad to be here. What up, Austin? What's up with you? Hey, look, bro. I like making videos. I'll be streaming sometimes, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a. I'm like still getting used to streaming. You feel me? Sometimes I get kind of behind in the chat. That was from what 4 or 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm still 5 minutes behind. In the chat. Hey, yo, I took some brownies out the oven. Y'all want some? Yeah. Put them on the front. Put them on my porch. I'll be out there in a minute. Here, Shelly go with the DJ hate. Yeah, DJ. Shelly does hate DJ. Hey, yo, Shelly does hate DJ. I ain't gonna lie to you. What the fuck you got on? Some drip. You ain't got no idea what this is. That's your problem. That's your problem. New to the channel, shout out, prayer hands. Yeah, shout out to me for getting Austin in the channel right now. Hey yo, everyone in the chat, shout me out right now for getting Austin Ape into this channel, man. I worked hard for that. I curated my content to make sure that Austin came to the channel. We got him in here, hook, line, and sinker. Hey, shout out to me right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really did do that. I really did do that. I got this man Austin in the chat today, boys. It took me a while to do it. Now, it took me a while to curate the content just right. Got the timing just... I said, you know what? I'm going to get him in here by 10:17. I'm going to get him in here by Gucci Mane Day. I got here a little early. I got him in here a little bit early. It's 10:16. Hey, it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. But, yeah, I'm glad you're here, though, bro. For real. Any word on Burns or Utur? Yes, sir. Word on Burns is... Actually, no. I don't know. Burns is probably going to play. Brian Burns, his game status is just a blank slate. So he probably most likely... Oh, y'all couldn't even see this. He's most likely playing. Brian he's going to be playing, right? YGM is not playing. YGM has an ankle sprain, a high ankle sprain. He is out for at least 3 weeks, but probably going to be 4 to 6 weeks. Probably going to be 4 to 6 weeks. As you know, KK is out, and then also Tyler Larson is going to be out. There's a few. There's some the trenches. Look, it's the trenches in this game. It's the trenches that's going to be the big issue for us, right? Hey Shells, love the channel and the knowledge you bring to the Carolina Panthers fans. You are absolutely the greatest. Damn, look at you in that drip right now. You looking like a goat. Where can I get that hat? You must have spent $1,000 on that. Whoa, that shirt is looking kind of crazy too. You must have spent 10 racks on that. God damn. Hold up. And you looking about cute as a bit. Okay, oh, Joseph, relax. I appreciate the love you showing right now, bro. But that message was a little bit long. Hey, well, you didn't lie. You did not lie in a single thing you said. I appreciate you, bro. Why Jim a light-skinned Coney Ely? Bust? Wait, huh? You sound like hey, is Adam Ritter here right now? Yo, every time I get on live, dude, look, there's a guy, one of the viewers here. His name is Adam Ritter. Um, he is always talking about someone is a bust. And it used to be on Twitter all the time. He used to ask me, he used to DM me a lot, talking about, is this guy a bust? Or this guy must be a bust? Or look at that missed tackle. This guy's a bust. He would be quick to cut dudes off the squad. Hey, dude would be quick to be cutting dudes off the squad. But but nah, why Jim isn't a bust? Why Jim isn't a bust? What up, Foolie? Yeah, yeah, it's week 13. That's kind of crazy, right? Wait, what happened? I was looking at the ALCS. Yeah, you watched baseball. That was your first mistake, Monty. That was your first mistake. We only watch football and hockey over here. That's all we do. We watch football, and if football ain't on, we watch hockey. And if hockey ain't on, then there's not another sport on this earth that deserves to be playing at that time. Okay? Wait, I work with Adam. Really, Adam Ritter for real? That's crazy. But yeah, like Enmore said, Rosario Dawson the bus for lax. Oh, I thought I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought what South Park. I thought South Park was Monty. That's something that Monty would be saying. I ain't gonna lie to you. But but yeah, like Enmore said, this is gonna be a game that's won in the trenches. I'm pretty sure they got I mean, this is a good Bears defense, right? This is an excellent Bears defense. Let me go to the stats I have pulled up. Not a good one. No, it's here. Our O line rankings in the NFL. There's different ways you can rank this. This is sorted by pass protection right here. Look, when you come down to it, Chicago has the 12th best pass protection. We actually have the 10th. Wait, no, they have 13th. They have 13th. We have the 10th best. But when it comes to running back yards, actually we're pretty damn low. No, we're pretty high. It's really hard to see like the ranks. The rankings are real weird. But overall, Chicago is higher than us. We're both around league average. They're 12th. We're 14th in overall run blocking. But we're also both around the middle of the pack in pass blocking. Look, this is going to be a game where you have to make yourself felt at the line of scrimmage. Pressure's a big question because, we have one guy, we have a starter out on the inside, a starter, rotational piece kind of guy who's been getting better over the last few games. I think he has four tackles and one sack. Talking about YGM. Okay. He's only played 4 games, but yeah, it took him a little bit of time, to get rolling. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to get rolling. So we'll see about that. The biggest thing for me, it's the defense as well. The biggest thing for me when it comes to the Bears is I want to see what we do against Allen Robinson, and I want to see just how we do against the run. Keep in mind, what Atlanta did to us last week in the run game was looking kind of scary. Now, there were some times where we were bending, or a lot of times we were bending, but not breaking. It still was cause for concern. Let's be real. Look, there was a lot of cause for concern when it came to the when it came to the run game, because they was breaking out some pretty crazy runs on us. Am I wrong? It was some crazy runs. Now, the Bears are mad low. They are mad low when it comes to run rush offense. And when you think about this team not having C-Mac and with really no backup behind Mike Davis, when you think about it really only being on one running back, which it has been for the last several years, we've been a long time since we had Jay Stu and that mysterious other running back who is now a WWE wrestler, or he's on some game show now. I don't even know what it's about. But there's another guy on the roster besides Jay Stu. Never knew his name. Don't know it now. But we haven't really had a 1-2 punch for real in a minute. Right? We haven't had a 1-2 punch for real in a minute. So I think the O line has to come together, and we may have to play. This might be the game where you actually do have to play the time possession, because I'm not 100% sure how much I really want to test Nick Foles and Allen Robinson. I want to keep them off the field, right? I want to keep them off the field. Yeah, I feel like the running back group isn't horrible. I wouldn't say not good, but I wouldn't call them horrible. Yeah, they really don't block. Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, exactly, Monty. That I don't really want to test Nick Foles and those weapons, because you have to question how much pressure can we bring. Now I'll say not we. I have been questioning the kind of pressure that that we can bring, and so far we've looked really good, right? So far we brought pressure more recently, and that's because we've been stepping up, but also because I think Phil Snow has gotten, those first two games were like preseason games for Phil Snow. He was diagnosing what players could do, what they are doing in situations, and where he could put them and what he can ask them to do in certain scenarios to bring out the most production out of those guys. And I think after those first two games against the Raiders and the Bucks, he said, okay, you may not work, so you might not give me this in this scenario, but I bet on second and short, you can do this for me if I ask you to do this. And he found out ways to get the most out of what we thought were rotational pieces. Score prediction, I'll get that in a second. I gotta build it up. What's the point of me talking about all this stats and the details of the game if I give you a score prediction now? You feel me? Let's be honest, Shells. Burns could have gotten 3 sacks if he didn't get knocked in the head. I mean, who cares? Colin Jones could have got 5 sacks if he didn't leave the squad to go ring chase. What are you talking about? Colin Jones could have led the league in sacks and interceptions. Okay, it's cute what Brian Burns is. It's all right what Brian just doing. He's doing a little something. She really just opened the door and left, bro. She literally just pushed the door open and dipped. That's why it's clear beat. That's why I close it. That's why I close it. That's why I close it. But yeah, we look. I agree. Brian could do some work. Once again, I'm looking at. I always say this, but I'm looking at the coverage of Jeremy Chin. We're already asking him to do too much, so he might as well place more on his plate. I want to see a pick. Now, Jeremy, look. If he wants to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, his chances are only going down. You don't get a whole lot of opportunities to catch picks. Now, it's looking really. We're in the NFC South, so I've seen Drew Brees throw some ugly ducks. I've seen Drew Brees gift motherfuckers some picks. Well, I saw Brady gift us a pick. I saw Brady throw 2 pick sixes. I think he's tied for the league lead in pick sixes, or he's second. I think he leads the league in pick sixes, tied at 2. But just looking at our schedule, there's not going to be a ton. Actually, there might. Actually, I don't know. I mean, we might get. Actually, you know what? Near the end of the season, we have the Lions, Vikes, Broncos, and the Washington football team. We might have some opportunities to get some picks, so he may be able to end up strong. But the narrative becomes the narrative very quickly. If a guy is basically the favorite after week 10 or 11, it's very hard unless you just come up out of nowhere and have dummy stats for the last 3-4 weeks. It's hard to change what the narrative is, right? Y'all ain't scoring on this defense. What are you, a Bears fan? You're a basic team, 3-3 on deck. That's crazy. Hey, didn't y'all move up for a certain quarterback out of Chapel? Imagine, hey yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Imagine drafting a quarterback out of Chapel Hill. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, that might have been the dumbest thing. Should went to the Bears. Need a solid running back. Ah, well, why would Le'Veon do that? Le'Veon trying to win. I ain't gonna hold you. Where did he end up? KC. Oh, you already answered that question. Bruh, we played the Colts too? Huh? What do you mean? We played the Colts. Last year? Or are you a Bears fan? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if the Bears played the Colts this year. I'm guessing Lachlan. No, I've seen Lachlan here before. Who is we? Hey, is it a lot of Bears fans here? Huh? No, she is my cat. Yeah, she is my cat who opened the door and then just dipped. Uh, but yeah, yeah. Um, I'm a Bears fan. Hey, Bears fans, let this idiot know they don't have a chance against us. Bunch of scrubs. I mean, I guess it's cool that for the first time in a minute, y'all actually have a shot to maybe win something at some point. I don't know. And he's my brother. Wait, your brother is Bears live? I don't know what's happening here. But yeah, y'all I don't know. Y'all yeah, isn't your saying bear down? Come on now, brother. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. They played two teams over 500. Now look, I ain't gonna sit here and disrespect the offense looks the pass offense looks alright. Okay, we may have to do a little something about the pass offense. I think if our secondary can hold up, we should be able to do a lot of really good things against their pass or against their run. Now, when it comes to the pass game, it's gonna take some pressure. I think if Phil Snow can draw up some plays where we actually get pressure, and like I said before, Zach Kerr and Braven Roy have both looked really good. They've both looked really good, even without KK in the game. I'm not really super worried about the run game. The run game's gonna be the run game for the Bears. And the Bears fans in here right now, they know that their run game ain't really what's going on. Now they do have Roquan Smith back, so maybe they can think about maybe tackling someone. But since we do lead the league in broken tackles, we'll have to see what's really going on with the Bears. Test that offense, test that defense, especially those linebackers. But I'm not really all that worried about it. Now look, I don't really know if Roquan Smith can play as good in a 3-4 as he did in a 4-3. I feel like, isn't Roquan Smith a 4-3 linebacker? A 4-3 inside linebacker? I don't really know how good he would play or how good he plays in a 3-4 system. We might have to see about that. We might got to see about that. Because I'm not 100%. I don't know. I think really run the ball and then more quick passes. More quick passes. Because they're going to probably try to blitz us. I see some very ambitious blitzes coming up. Bears O is terrible. Oh, they're not great. The defense is the real question. Well, no, they have good weapons. They have strong weapons. I'm really more worried about the passing game and their secondary. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's two players on their defense I'm actually worried about. Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson is the truth. He single handedly won a game for them in 2017 against us. He single handedly beat us in 2017. I will never forget that game because that was an atrocity. It was 17-3 and he got a pick six from our own 20 and like a scoop and score. And then their offense scored a field goal. Maybe it was 14-3. I know we scored a field goal. I think it was 14. I think it was 17-3 though. Oh yeah. Eddie Jackson and Khalil Mack. Kyle Fuller, I. Kyle Fuller's I. The Ghost of Judah Tribe. Bears 31, Trash Pan Turd 17. Damn. I would have heard that kind of insult in middle school. That man really might be one of the most smartest Bears fans out there right now. This man said pan turds. What's crazy is he might be one of the smartest, most clever Bears fan. Talking about last year, stop being in the past. It'll take the Bears 4 games to score 31. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This could be one of those games. This could be one of those games. What kind of game do you expect out of Nick Foles? What I've seen out of Nick Foles since he's left the Eagles, and I don't lie to you. I don't know what a Bill Lazor is, and I don't know a dude's name is Bill Lazor. Come on now, but do I believe that that he can keep this man Nick Foles healthy for a full 10, 12 weeks, 11 weeks? I don't know. I think we get 2 to 3 clean hits on Nick Foles early. We get him seeing ghosts, hearing footsteps. This game turns dark very quickly because you will not see a single Bears fan. Hey, if you're a Bears fan, type 1 if you have any sort of confidence in your run game. I want to see ones in the chat. If you're a Bears fan in here, do me a favor real quick. Do me a real quick solid. If you're a Bears fan, type 1 in the chat if you have confidence in your run game. I want to see something. I'll give you time. Take your time. Take your time. Don't worry about me. Oh. Okay, so Trip voted 8 times. I see, and Ghost of Judah typed 1 a few times. Okay, so that's 2 people in the whole chat. Now, I'm assuming there's more than 2 Bears fans in this stream right now. Now, I'm going to assume that let's say it's maybe 10 to 15. That means there are 13 potentially, maybe smart Bears fans in the chat right now. Let's just say they're not dumb. I don't want to call them smart, but I'll say they're not dumb. But we do have 2 dummies in the chat. You're telling me the 7th worst rush attack team in the league you have confidence in? Now, I don't know. Can we look at David Montgomery's averages? Can we look at his averages? See, here's the thing about the pass game. If we don't have to worry about your run game, you have no opportunity at all to work off play action. We would not be... Look, we're begging you to waste time running that play action. We are hoping you waste any of your motion, any of your energy pretending to hand the ball off to David Montgomery to do what with it? To do what with it? To do what with it? Come on now. Y'all a basic squad. Nothing about you guys says threat. Aren't you a Hold up. I'm trying to see something real quick. This Bears team scored only 17 points against the Giants. The Giants scored 13 against them. This Bears team almost lost to the Falcons. They won by 4 points. They won by 4 points to the Lions. Lost by 8 points to the Colts. Hold up. And that was a game where you scored, just 2 weeks ago, you scored 11 points. Just 2 weeks ago, you scored 11 points. David Montgomery had 10 carries for 27 yards. Now, that's very easy math. All you have to do to find out his rush average is move the decimal to the left one time. Now, I know I'm speaking in tongues, Spanish, Latin to a lot of these Bears fans in here, but if anyone out here with a college degree in mathematics, be it metaphysics or something even crazier like space calculus, can someone tell me what the average of 10 carries for 27 yards is? 10 carries, 27 yards. I need an actual professional accountant, a professional mathematician, a math wizard. Can you tell me the yards per carry of David Montgomery against the Colts, please? Oh, Colts defense legit? You're right. No, 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 you're right. Against the Bucks just last week on the 8th. David Montgomery, 10 carries, 29 yards. Can some mathematician tell me how many yards per carry David Montgomery had against the Buccaneers? No one? Anyone got me? Anyone got me? Hey, but I ain't gonna lie to you. He does shine against garbage teams. Hey, this man David Montgomery will shine against the Giants, though. This man David Montgomery will shine against the Giants, and he will shine against the Falcons. I will give you that. Hey, this man puts on for the squad against the Giants. This man puts on for the squad against the Giants. I mean, look, I won't lie to you. I will not lie to you. These Bears might just be hell in a cell. Do I expect all that much out of David Montgomery? I don't know. You got our old garbage, Mike Davis. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to do you a favor. Hey, let's take a guess real quick. Let's take a really quick guess. A really quick, it won't take too long. It won't take too long at all. Who has more rushing yards? Real quick. Just top of your head. David Montgomery, Mike Davis. I don't even know. It is David Montgomery. Who has more games played? Who has more games started in this year? David Montgomery has almost 20 more rush attempts. No. It's David Montgomery. Nope. It is David Montgomery. But let me do this for you. David Montgomery has 63 rush attempts for 247 yards. Mike Davis has 46 rush attempts for 220 yards. It took David Montgomery 20 more rush attempts. 20 more rush attempts to get 27 more yards. Do you see what I'm saying here? Do you see what I'm saying here? 20 rush attempts to get 27 more yards. Ain't that crazy? I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, hey, we might just be able to just run the ball all game. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and disrespect this man, David Montgomery. He was at one point. At one point, he was. At one point, he was David Montgomery. I'm gonna call him Dave now. I don't have time to use all those syllables. He is not worth all those syllables. My man Dave is out here, 3.9 yards per carry. I gotta respect that. He really did come up heavily against them Falcons and against them Giants. He really did pad those stats. What up, Wave Matriarchs? What's good with you? Y'all ain't scoring over 20 on us. I really hope. And you know what? What's really true is I'm really hoping that your pass defense keeps doing what it's doing. I really hope that your pass defense keeps doing what it's doing because it's going to have a hard time. You do not want to lose to Teddy Bridgewater. You do not want to lose to Teddy Bridgewater. You put a whole lot of draft capital into one quarterback who you're not even using. You benched him. He was your day one starter for some reason. But I'm really hoping that your pass defense is looking real nice still. Okay? Because we got some demons. Hey, we got some demons on the squad, right? We got some real demons on the squad. You got Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. Hold up. And there's a Mike we just got done talking about. What's crazy is Mike Davis runs better than David Montgomery, and he catches passes better than probably your third best wide receiver. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hey, Teddy better than Nicky? You ain't never lied. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't never lied. My man, the Ghost of Judah tribe, he going in. I know who Robbie is, not DJ. Okay, well, look. Well, Shelly got some things to work out. Shelly has a few issues to work out about our receiving core. It is what it is. It is what it is. But look. I'm not so sure that Bears fans even have all that much confidence in Nick Foles moving forward. Y'all ain't scared? He gonna turn to a pumpkin again? Now, Nick Foles is great. You need him for 4 or 5 games in a row. 3-4 games in a row. Let's be real. 3 to 4 games in a row. Nick Foles is your man, right? Nick Foles is he's a dog out there. 3-4 games in a row. He's reaching his limit now. He's reaching his limit. I'm getting a little concerned. I'm getting a little worried for him. Because it's getting to that point of the year where, things start to get a little shaky for him. Things getting a little shaky for him. Now, does Nick Foles only have 5 touchdowns to 3 interceptions? Of course. Now, does Nick Foles only have a 63% completion rate? That's not bad. It's about, the lower end of what's acceptable for a starting quarterback, but that's all right, okay? That's all right. Just admit it, y'all suck. Get ready to take that L. Y'all just basic. A string of 10 emojis. Winky face, tongue out emojis. That's crazy to me. That's real crazy to me. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. There are some respectable players. Okay? There are some respectable players on this Bears offense. But what's really getting me is you have Allen Robinson with over 400 yards and a bunch of other dudes with kind of numbers you would see from randoms. Guys averaging 30 yards a game. Guys who have played in 5 games who are averaging 30 yards. Anthony Miller averaging 32.2 yards a game. Now, Donnell Mooney, I actually don't know much about him at all. 15 receptions, though, whatever. I mean, we're looking at a situation where it's kind of like with what we had with the Cardinals, where it's one dude, you stop one dude and force them to start throwing to other players on the team. Allen Robinson has 57 targets and 35 receptions. Their next best dude is Jimmy Graham, who has 28 targets and 17 receptions. Past that, it's dudes who have 15, 13, and 16 receptions. Getting 20-ish targets in the whole season. Playing all 5 games. These are dudes who don't get heavy reps. You stop Allen Robinson, and there's really no solid targets on the squad. ATL going for Sunshine. I mean, they need to do that. They need to. But yeah, hey, a Bears fan calling someone's team. Come on now. We know what the Bears have been for a long time. I mean, they've been a different B word. Now the Bears franchise has been a different B word for a minute. You call me basic. I'll take that over some of the alternatives that I've seen from a couple teams. You feel me? I'll take that over a couple of things that I've seen from some teams. I mean, John Fox, let me take a Greg Olsen. I mean, that is something real. Thinking Robinson is our only weapon. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. And that's the problem. Allen Robinson isn't your only weapon. But he seems to be the only one you like going to. It seems to be the only dude you really have any confidence in going to. And that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. I'm not seeing any real sort of volume going to anyone. It's him, and then you try to pick and piece. You try to go to other guys when you can, but I don't see any actual real threats. Like anyone who can pick up the slack if Allen Robinson can't. And that's the problem. We have three guys who legitimately can get it going in the receiving game if one of them can't. If Robbie gets shut down, there's DJ. If it's DJ gets shut down, and we have seen games where DJ gets just stopped by Chris Harris Jr. Robbie goes off. Robbie gets shut down, throw it to Curtis. And the crazy thing is, we don't even go to our tight end. The offense could be going even crazier. We have one of the best all-around passing attacks in the whole NFL. And we don't even use our tight ends. Okay, so Kyle Fuller put the clamps on DJ. That's fine. Who's guarding Robbie? You just clamped up DJ Moore. Congratulations. You clamped up DJ Moore. Who do you have guarding Robbie? Let me know. Let me know. Who is it? Who? Who? Kyle Fuller is guarding DJ Moore. Who's stopping Robbie? Oh, that's crazy. No answer. The response is, isn't that crazy? You the first response is, hey, our best corner is gonna shut down your second best receiver though. Hey, bet that up though. Hey, watch our best corner on our team shut down your second best receiver. Okay. We have a guy averaging almost like mad close to 100 yards a game. I'm not quite so sure you understand how the game of football works. Please travel with DJ and stop him. And then try to pray that Robbie does not go off on you like he has against... Where's my watch at? Hold up. I think it's about time. Let me... Oh, Lord. 2 Pro Bowl safeties in the past, not in the future. Okay. If we had to get rid of DJ or Robbie, who would I rather have? Depends on who we get more for in whatever trade we have. That's literally the answer. I get the opposite of whoever would give us less. Wait, whoever would give us less in trade value, I keep him. Simple as that. Because both are capable of being number one receivers. I feel like DJ is the number one receiver just because we have Robbie right now. I think DJ can do what we're looking at Robbie do right now. So whoever gives us less in trade value, if I was forced to trade one of them away, give me the one who brings less on the trade table. Jalen Johnson, read the screen. Best rookie cornerback in the league. Look it up. PFF. No. How about that? How about that? How about that? Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson. You sound very proud of Jalen Johnson. I hope you're thinking that he's gonna beat one of the top receiving threats in the league right now. Is that what you're saying to me? It sounds like you're saying to me that you believe that this rookie, you're gonna put a rookie, right, on the fourth highest receiving receiver in the league. The guy who has more yards than Amari Cooper, Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin. Hold up. We have the number 4 and the number 12 leading receivers in the entire league. And you're telling me a rookie? Your name is Jalen Johnson? Like, I'm look it up. No. No. I thought it was a Bears fan saying rest in peace Sam Mills. I gotta say, yeah, that man is actually being mad disrespectful right now. But yeah, what up with you, Tyron? 100% right, bro. 100%. Yeah, a real good chunk of our defense is rookies. But you're saying rookies are going to stop the number 4 and 12 leading receiver in the whole NFL. Now, did our rookies stop the number 1 receiver in the NFL? You tell me. Now, tell me. Which receivers y'all beat again? Y'all played the, who was it again? Let me see your schedule real quick. Let me see the Bears schedule real quick. I got to look at it real quick. Don't tell me. Now, I know y'all played the Falcons, right? Y'all played the Falcons, the Giants, the Lions, the Colts, and the Bucks. I'm seeing Calvin Ridley at 5. Darius Slayton at 14. Crazy. We played the number 1, the number 5, about to beat the number 8. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Mac was a rookie O-line, not veteran. Our O-line has been looking good no matter what. I don't care. We've had our backups. We've had our backups on the O-line. We've seen guys who probably wouldn't make other rosters before this year started, and they've all been looking real good. I'm from Chicago. My friends are toxic Bears fans. They barely beat Detroit. Swift dropped the pass in the end zone. Barely beat the Giants without Barkley. Beat the Falcons and beat the Bucks. Look, man. Look. I'm gonna be real honest with you. The Bears aren't a horrible team, but there's just no way I'm a Bears fan and I fix my lips to show any sort of confidence after what we've done the last several years in a row. My man Ghost of Judah Tribe just donated me his McChicken money for the week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I appreciate that. Now look. The thing about donations to the channel is if you're in a position where it's not so beneficial for you to really be giving away your McChicken money, I would say save it. I would say make sure you can get that McChicken. Look. Take care of yourself first, and then donate to the channel. I think. Look, it's a little bit more important to get the McChicken. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. Really burned y'all for 110 yards, and you hyping this fool up. Look, man, they don't know what we did to D-Hop, right? They ain't see what we did to D-Hop. That's the crazy part. That's the real crazy part. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. He's mad. You just gave me money. I'm not worried at all. Um, but I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little confused. There's a whole lot of love going on right now for a team that really ain't. I'm just not sure. I just ain't sure. Bears aren't for real. The Bears are decent. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Bears aren't horrible. They're just not great. They're just not. I mean, they're not what these Bear fans think they are. You need to boot Ghost. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Yeah, the Bucks don't. The Bucks ain't what they really are. The Bucks ain't what they really supposed to be. I'm not too worried about the Bucks. And plus, Vita Vea got hurt. Vita Vea got hurt. That might have been that game actually. Actually, you know what? Vita Vea might have gotten hurt in that game against the Bears. Yeah, that's the game that we got hurt at. And I think that was late in the game too. I think that was real late in the game as well. Like I said, in that game where you squeaked by the Bucks after they lost Vita Vea, Allen Robinson had 90 yards receiving. That was the David Montgomery 10 carries for 29 yards game, by the way. Keep in mind that was the David Montgomery 10 carries 29 total yards game. Allen Robinson had 10 receptions for 90 yards. Then Cordell Patterson had 3 catches for 38. Jimmy Graham had 3 catches for 33. David Montgomery had 7 receptions for 30 yards. That's a whole lot of dinking and dunking. I ain't gonna hold you. So, and Anthony Miller had 4 catches for 28 yards. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't really see an explosive offense out of this Bears team. You're gonna have to show me that you can stop Teddy Bridgewater, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. If we decide to look at Curtis Samuel, that's another guy. And you have to look at Mike Davis. Can you stop Mike Davis? That's the question. Where's the Bears live? Is there a Bears live? I don't know. If these Bears fans had I won't say that. Actually, I won't say that at all. I don't speak on any other YouTuber, anyone who's making videos on YouTube. That's not what I do. But if you're a commenter, if you're just someone in the chat, I don't see y'all scoring over 30. What do you say? Over. Hey, you know what? How about this? How about this? What I do every single week for you Bears fans out there, and I think there was actually a cool Bears fan who was in here when I was streaming one of the Giants games or an Eagles some primetime game uh like 3-4 weeks ago. I always stream. I always I always stream live when the game is on. I do live play by play, my reactions, all that during the games every week. I have not missed a week yet. So if y'all want to see what's going on during the game, hit that sub button and keep it locked right here. We can really get active. We can really get active and talk about the game. Most people in here right now who are Panthers fans know I go live every single week on Sunday at noon and speak on these games as they're going on. I think we had what? I think we hit like 300 something last week. That was crazy. Pretty sure we hit 300 last week. We was really booming in here. It was really booming in here. So if y'all really want to speak on something, you can come through. Now you're the enemy? Wait, was it you? Well, we ain't the Bears fan. Get over it. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, it was me? Oh, wait, Shelly, I thought you were a Panthers fan. Wait, what? Wait, Shelly, I thought you were a Panthers fan. Hold up, am I wrong? Am I wrong? There's no way. I could have sworn you're a Panthers fan. Bucks handled you. We beat them. You beat them by 1 point when one of their best defenders went down. Let's relax. You beat them by 1 point when one of their best defenders went down, and we had actually a really good game against the Bucks. It was really we really should have won that game. We should have won that game. There was some bad decision making going on, but I mean, look, first year head coach, first year O coordinator, first year D coordinator. Not just first year here, but first year in the league. First year on this team, first year starting in a long ass time. Quarterback, I don't know. I feel like we have a little bit more leeway to get off to a slow start than the Bear. I don't know. When your day one starter is Mr. Trubisky, I don't know what to say. Maybe you guys are overperforming. Y'all are outperforming all it's anything, all expectations. I thought y'all would have been competing for a quarterback this year. I won't hold you. I thought the Bears would be looking at quarterbacks, watching more college football than watching the NFL. Watching football on Saturday. I won't lie to you. But this game, it looks like Vegas says this game is going to be a push. They have it as 1.5 point favorites at home, and usually you get 3 points for being the home team. I don't know how that's different if it's for COVID and all that kind of stuff. Are they still giving 3 points for home field advantage? We're going to have fans in the stadium, but obviously having fans at 15-20% capacity isn't the same thing as having a full house, which we do have most times. But 1.5 point favorites is really saying the game is a push. 44 points is the second lowest of the entire week, it looks like. Outside of the New England-Denver game? Wait, why? Are they saying that the Broncos won't score? It has to be it. The Patriots are 9-point favorites. Yeah, 9-point favorites with a 44-point line. Yeah, 9-point spread, 44.5-point line has to mean that they believe Denver just won't score. This probably hits the over. I would not be surprised if this hits the over. Mitch Trubisky went to UNC. That's why he's bad. Gay one. Shut up. Got him, I guess. This man said gay one. That's wild. Watch our offense explode this week. This game is going to be a blowout. How many of your games have been blowouts this year? How many of your games have been blowouts this year? I'm not quite so sure. I'm pretty sure all your games have been nail biters. Even against the garbage squads. Hey, even against the garbage squads, I'm pretty sure the games have been nail biters. But score prediction, because I've been on this for longer than I thought I would be. What are we on, 2 hours? Only an hour and a half? Jesus. Even that's going over my daily prescribed stream time. So I'm going to be on here for like 4 or 5 hours on Sunday. Easily. Sam Howell not bad at my Tar Heels. No, if you went to Chapel Hill, you probably wouldn't go to the sport. Outside of, I can't even troll like that. I can't even say that right now because we have really dumb Bears fans in here who don't understand what's going on here. Two hours for delusional fans. That's crazy. Yeah, I see this game being no good run offense for them. A very predictable and centralized passing offense that can get going, albeit against worse some of the worst defenses in the league. We're missing our starting defensive tackle and one of our stronger outside edge threats. A pretty good edge rusher. Brian Burns is playing maybe a little bit compromised, but it is what it is. Tyre Whitehead may not be called on too much just because David Montgomery isn't good enough to trick Tyre into making bad plays. Allen Robinson probably isn't going to be getting that much look from Tyre in coverage, and since all they do is throw to Allen Robinson anyway, uh, it'll be hard for Nick Foles to actually target and actually get Tyre Whitehead out of position. So he shouldn't have that big of a negative effect on this game. Eddie Jackson is playing. Eddie Jackson is playing. He's good. Khalil Mack, he's good. I could not name a single other defensive player on the Bears team, past or present, but I've been told this Bears defense is actually pretty decent. I see 27-20. I see 27-20, kind of a lower scoring game. Did I say over? Wow, that's just over the under. Just over the line. I would have thought I'd go 50 or 53 points total. But yeah, I see 20-27. No joke, please watch the old clips. Since Rivera played for him, you never lied. Never be 5-0. Come on now, you're right. Brian Squirms is a worm. I gotta get off this right now. I gotta get off live, bro. I gotta get off this streaming shit right now. You'll be naming them after every down, I guess. But yeah, I have 27-20 Panthers. Win by a touchdown. This will be a tight game. I think it'll be a tight game for most of the game. I think there's going to be a lot of mistakes from both teams early. Uh, this is going to be another game where we have a bend but don't break offense or defense. It might take a minute to really get a feel for the Chicago defense. I won't lie too. The defense is actually pretty decent. I think we work over the middle of the field because Roquan Smith is back, but I'm not quite sure just how much I actually have faith in him in a 3-4 system. I'm pretty sure Roquan is really a 4-3 middle linebacker. I want to see what he does being back in this 3-4 because I'm pretty sure even though the Bears are a pretty good tackling team, they don't actually miss a ton of tackles. There have been times where they have missed tackles, and I am still a little bit. What the fuck? Oh, it is refreshed. I am still a little bit. I got some questions about Roquan and how he's gonna play over the middle, especially if we're throwing those slants to Robbie Anderson. Especially if we look at Keith Kirkwood in the system. I think if we look at because no, the big thing about this game is that even though we don't target our tight ends a lot, we do send both Chris Manhertz and Ian Thomas on routes very frequently, right? I see multiple times where we just have Ian Thomas run a streak up the seam. And I know when the play is called. I know when the ball is snapped. I'm like, they are not throwing this ball to Ian. There's just not a chance on earth we throw this ball to Ian Thomas. But he does run up the seam. And do you know who has to cover tight ends most of the time? The safety. If they put Eddie Jackson on Ian, get him out of there, that opens up the middle of the field and the slant game. Quick, very, very quick throws. Throws to swings to Mike Davis. Come on now. Simple as that. 31-17. I got 30-20. Oh, he's at 30. I see you did. I see you did. You sure can't score it. Yeah. Roquan 3-4-4-3. What does that mean? Roquan 3-4-4-3. What does that even mean? Guys play better in different schemes. I'm pretty sure he's a 4-3 middle linebacker. Y'all run a 3-4. Just because you go to a three down set doesn't mean that that makes it his better set. We go 3 down linemen often too. We run a lot of 3-4. We run a lot of 4-3. We run a lot of actually our 4-3 is really a big nickel. Our base is basically a big nickel just because we have Jeremy Chin out there. Jeremy Chin is basically he's not a linebacker. Jeremy Chin isn't a linebacker. He's a big nickel. He's a strong safety playing outside linebacker. Just because we don't have that much depth out there. But so it's like our 4-3, our base is really a nickel for real. But yeah, Ghost with the 6 emojis after his statement makes me say I gotta get up out of here, right? Jalen Johnson, never heard of him, never will. After this game, he might. I can't make I can't make a Dak Prescott joke about Jalen Johnson's ankles. But if I were the kind of person with no heart, the kind of person with no sympathy, the kind of person without the kind of without the kind of simple human decency to know that there are some lines that can't be crossed, I might make the kind of reference to Dak Prescott's ankles and compare it to what's going to happen to Jalen Johnson in this football game. But I won't do it. We'll never do it. Never did do it. Never have done it. But yeah. For right now, we've been live for 8.5 hours straight. That's the crazy part about this. Time flies when you're talking to absolute dummies. And that might be the nicest way I could put that. The nicest way to put that. But Vegas has the spread in our favor. That's what's up. It's gonna be hard though. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be hard just because we have a lot of very important pieces that are going to be out in this game. Very important pieces that are going to be out this game, and you have to really worry about exactly what we're looking at. Because, those are guys who, even if KK wasn't producing heavily, he was producing. And him being on the field just helped with, fatigue, scheming. You can do different things on defense with him on the field, and then offensive lines have to at least respond to him being there. His presence alone was a big deal. Yo, Todd Gurley gave your whole defense Prescott ankles? Did he? Did he? How many touchdowns did Todd Gurley score second half? That's the crazy part. Did Todd Gurley do that for real? I remember a few field goals second half. I remember 1 touchdown total first half. He might have though. I mean, look, Todd Gurley might have did something. I don't remember. Your boy DJ will shine this Sunday. You never lied. Yeah, they haven't allowed a sack in 2 games. Look, it's something different. Why Jim's not playing, Burns is, Gerald. Oh yeah, Shelly's right. Yeah, drop them likes in here. I actually don't even know what the like counter is. I really don't be looking at the settings and whatnot. You feel me? But if y'all in here right now, hit the like button. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, dude did donate me a McChicken earlier. That's what's up, though. Your whole offense has been field goals. I think you watched 1 game. Anyway, Taylor Moton will shut down Khalil Mack, and he's going to earn this money. He's going to earn a big bag this offseason. Heavily. Jesus. But all right, y'all. I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to be live again on Sunday, noon, pregame show. Another preview of this game. We won't get sidetracked by C-Mac's house, so we can actually talk about the other games. I'll give my predictions for all the other games going on at that time. Maybe give a small preview for those games as well. And then like always, we're going to be going live when the game is on, and I'll be doing my full play-by-play reaction, all that. All that. Starting at noon. So, I mean, if y'all are Bears fans, hit the sub button one time real quick, and I'm going to get that thumbnail up. I'll get the scheduled stream for Sunday up here for y'all shortly. All right? You'll be done by halftime. That's crazy. Quinn is washed? Oh. For some reason, I thought you meant Quinnen Williams. I'm like, Quinnen Williams? What's wrong with you? Yeah, Bears fans will not speak on their offense. One thing about Bears fans, they will not do that. Anyway, y'all, it's been a smooth almost 2 hours. I'm finna be out of here, y'all. Come back here Sunday. I'm gonna get that video scheduled up here, or that stream schedule up here real soon. Until then, y'all keep pounding, Bears fans. Whatever y'all saying is, what is it? Pray Nick don't get hurt, or we gotta put Mitch back in, the guy that we traded our whole future away just to bring in, and that's about it. I just got a mental picture of the Bears owner in my head. And she fine as hell. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all wash your hands, wash your face, cover your face. Stay safe out there. Coronavirus is real. If you haven't already, register to vote. I really don't care who you vote for. Just make sure you vote. All right? Suck off for your friend out, man. Y'all stay safe. I'm out of here.